another Sunday School at your house. Today is a super special day because it's Easter and we get to celebrate Jesus' resurrection. We also get to bring back all those Alleluias that we haven't said for 40 days. So let's go ahead and say a couple. Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. That should be enough. So let's recap what's happened because it's been a lot going on in the past couple days. On Maundy Thursday, we had Jesus having his Last Supper with his friends and he washed their feet. Then he goes out to a garden to pray, and then some people capture him and he gets told he has to go on a cross and die. So he does that, and then he dies, and people take him off the cross and they wrap him up in the burial clothes and they place him in a tomb and roll a big stone to secure the tomb because they didn't want people to come and take Jesus. So then on Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene and some friends and the disciples go to pray at the tomb. But they noticed that the stone had been rolled away and it was pretty heavy, so it had to be something really cool that did that. And they looked in the tomb and all they found was just the white clothes that Jesus was buried in, but no body. So Mary Magdalene's crying because that would be really emotional, and she thought someone took Jesus away and buried him somewhere else or hurt him more, but they didn't. Because Jesus comes back and taps Mary Magdalene on the shoulder and says, "It's me. I'm back. Go and tell more disciples that I'm back and I'm going to be with you for a couple more days." So she says, "Okay, that's great news. I cannot wait to share." And so she runs to the disciples and says, "You won't believe it. Jesus is risen. There's still more work to do. We have to love more people and we are going to care about others." And they say, "That is unbelievable." But that's where the gospel ends for this week. And for next week, we know that it just goes on and on and on. And we get to live out this whole Easter season, which is 50 days. That is longer than Lent and Advent. So it must be a pretty big deal. But we have 50 days to talk about what the resurrection means and what we're supposed to do with it. So we'll talk about that more later this month and next month. But right now, this week, we're called to just share the good news that Jesus is risen, and that is awesome. So let's go and do our reflection questions now because we'll need some extra time for our activity later. For an activity, kind of a choose your own adventure, because you have some extra time for spring break this week. So option 1 is to just write down some good news, and maybe you could put it in some envelopes and mail it to people, or put it in a jar so you have good news to think about later, maybe when you don't have a good day. Or you could take that and take some good news and put it out on a chalk message on a sidewalk or in your driveway. Maybe that good news is something like chicken noodle soup is really good. Or maybe that is just Alleluia, Christ is risen, and you can write that in your chalk message. But that would be awesome to share with others because news is always better when we share it. Option 2 is to take this good news that we learned in the gospel and make a commercial, or you could go ahead and make a whole documentary about how you're going to share this good news with others. So maybe that's 30 seconds or maybe it's a whole hour and a half. I don't know. But so Mary Magdalene at the end of the gospel is called to go take this good news that Jesus is risen out into the world and share it with her friends. So that's what you should make your commercial about. And then you can send it to a friend, your grandma, me, I don't know. And maybe that looks like this. space, Meg. I got so excited about sharing the good news that I went up to space so I could share. Christ is risen! Christ is risen! Captain's log, day 27. Christ risen. Still proclaiming the good news to space aliens. Over and out. Captain's log, day 50. Christ is still risen. Shout it. So I hope you can hear this back on Earth. Welcome to Channel 100 News. Tonight's top story is animals are cute. Let's find out why. It's me, reporting live. We have a dog here. A very cute dog. Hey, dog! Why are you so cute? Woof! I don't know. I'm just made in God's image. Woof! It's me, Meg, reporting live from the field again. Oh, look what I found. A duck and a goose. Look how cute. We won't get too close. Don't want to spook them. But look how cute. Wait. Sorry. Let's cut this. They're fake. They're fake. Let's cut that. I'm back on the hunt for another cute animal. I think we found one. He's up in this tree. See that squirrel? There he is. That squirrel. They're cute because when you get close, they look good for the camera. I know it's not really an animal, but I just couldn't resist with this caterpillar. I found another one. He wasn't too far off. He stopped though. Camera shy. Oh boy, we have a treat today. Here's one we were just talking to. Over there you can see that he had a second friend. Wow, wow, wow. Beep, 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 beep. Whoa. Well, field reporter, we're gonna have to cut you short. We just got a special news bulletin from the world president. World president? It is so much work being the president of the world. You have to share so much bad news with the world. Good thing I have this good news phone, but it never rings. Hello? This is the president. Christ is risen. What good news? We must share.
Citizens of the world, it is I, your president. I have great news to share. Christ has risen. Alleluia!
That's it for this week, but we will talk more about this resurrection and all 50 days of Easter next week when we gather back here at your house on your screen and we talk more about Jesus' resurrection.